Master of Realms is a
do this. Of course. On. There it is. Wait. Okay. Hey, hello, hello. Oh man, I'm super loud though. Okay, there we go. Hello, check. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Okay, we got it. Everything's fine now. It's fine now. Here. Sometimes my Rode mic will just not work, and I'll just unplug the USB and plug it back in, and it will work. And it's obnoxious and weird. Anyway, as I was saying, you wouldn't know I was saying this. I was saying, hey, welcome. So glad to be here, everybody. Especially because last time I got really, really motion sick, but afterward, I'm still not 100% sure if it was motion sickness or not, because I was feeling pretty garbage for probably 4 or 5 days after that. So I think I got real sick, and that this just sort of exacerbated it. Anyway, all is to say that, excuse me, I Googled it. I off camera solved this like wild puzzle that we have been working on, and I have now gotten to a point where we are past that, which also means that we missed a little cutscene, which I'm going to play off of somebody's YouTube here in just a second. So thanks to Hope Herza Gaming, Hope Zera Gaming, Hope Zera, whatever. I'm using your YouTube video, so thanks for that. There's no commentary or anything, so it's literally just going to be the video. But with that all being said, a couple of quick announcements. We had an interview this week. It got postponed, got moved, so this could be the only stream this week, but also it's my kids' spring break. So I may be playing some games with them on stream. They've been talking with some interest about that. Don't know exactly what that would look like yet, but we'll see how that goes. So we may be doing a like family stream or something like that at some point here. But also on top of this, oh dang it! I do this a lot where my camera has head tracking, but it also has like gesture sensors. So if I hold my palm up, it turns on the motion tracking. But I talk with my hands a lot, and so it's pretty common that I'm turning it on and off and on and off. I need to turn that off. I need to figure out how to turn that off. Anyway, so about streams this week, we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure what that's going to look like, but for now, Foobadoo! Hey, DD Adam question for me. You want me to take a look at some homebrew? What you got, man? Let me see. Yeah. Brian and APC, thank you for the lurk. Glad you're here, my friend. Wonderful. Hey, while we are here, though, by the way, I do want to just remind you all that this is all just a part of Save Point Ministries, the greater ministry of what we do. Wait, hang on. Haha. I put an extender on my on my keyboard. Bada boom. What we do at Save Point Ministries, which is let people know how wonderful and loved they are by Jesus and just how deeply valued you are. You are valuable in the kingdom of God, and he wants nothing more than to fold you into it. We think that's incredible and amazing, but we also think that the best place for you to learn about that and truly grow in that is in a physical church community. And so we love to help people find what we call nerd-friendly churches. Churches where you can go and learn about Jesus and who he is to us, but also you can talk to people about your commander deck or your homebrew D&D item or whatever else. And you can just find community. We also think that community is deeply valuable and important. So, hey, if that's you and you're interested in finding a church, you can follow this link. And, Finna Church. I'm Finna Church, y'all. Let's try that again. Find a church. There it is. We'll help you plug into something there. So, with that being said, let's take a look at this homebrew item here. My player rolled to find, quote, something neat in a knick-knack shop, and I told him he found a mirror. This is what I think I'm going to give him. My thoughts. Well, wrong link. That's my link. This is the one we're looking for here. Hand Mirror of Empathy. Ooh. Hang on here. I want to... Whatever. We can do... Will this work? Yeah! You guys probably can't read that. This small handheld mirror is unadorned and made of highly polished silver, reflective on both sides. As an action, turn this mirror towards another creature you can see within 15 feet and speak the command word Reflectus. Target creature will make DC 17 Constitution saving throw. On a failure, you and the target creature swap current hit point totals. Ooh! Any hit points you gain above your hit point max become temporary hit points. This effect lasts for 1 minute or until either you or the target creature are reduced to 0 hit points. If you're the target creature still have hit points remaining when the effect ends, each of your hit points revert to half your respective hit point maximum. Okay, got it. After this ability is used, mirror becomes dull and cannot be used again until the next dawn. Curse. After you do the next day, you must DC 5 Constitution throw or have your hit points reduced by the number of temporary hit points that had been gained. Oof. No, we're gained this way. Reduced by 1d12 points. For every use of the mirror, increases by 1 until the curse takes hold. Main curse this way until targeted by a remove curse spell or similar magic. This is very good. I like this a lot. I am considering if a Constitution saving throw is the best for this. Just because as far as magic goes, usually that's a charisma or wisdom saving throw. Like, I feel like this would be a wisdom saving throw. But since it's hit points, that's where it comes to Constitution. So really what I'm thinking here is, I understand your thought process of wanting this to be Constitution because you're swapping hit points. That makes it feel like a Constitution saving throw. But what are they actually defending against? What within their body or their mind are they trying to resist? Is it a compulsion within the mirror itself? If it's some sort of compulsion, then that's charisma. If it's just some sort of command, if it's just trying to take over the brain or like hit you magically in some way, then that's wisdom. If it's physically hitting you like a poison, if it's trying to get into your body, that's Constitution. If you're trying to dodge it, then that's Dexterity. And then the rarer ones to save ones are Strength and Intelligence. Strength saving throw and Intelligence saving throws are pretty rare in general there. So I wonder if this would be a Wisdom saving throw over a Constitution saving throw. And then depending on the level of your characters, 17 is a really high saving throw. I understand that this is a really powerful magic item, and therefore you want that save to be high. But if you are level 2, level 3, or whatever, nobody is going to be hitting a 17 on any sort of regularity. You know, that's pretty rough. Didn't think too much about that. Empathic connection, walk a mile in someone else's shoes kind of thing. So a mirror of empathy right there. So I would say maybe even charisma then, like a charisma saving throw. And so, ooh, you know what I would add if I were you? Because I'm somebody who likes to add flavor to things like this. I'd make it a charisma saving throw for one. That's just rules nonsense. In reality, whatever. You know, it's not that big of a deal, but just because that's how my brain works, I feel like it should be a charisma saving throw. But what I would add to kind of make that feel more natural is part of the curse is, and there's no save for this, you gain some sort of hobby or craving or quirk that the other person had. So the curse save should be con, yes, because that is hitting you physically. That is something that is affecting your body. So like a back in 3.5 when non-corporeal creatures would hit you and it would drain strength or drain levels, that was a constitution saving throw. It was magical, but it was magical in the way that it was impacting your physical body. So that made it a constitution saving throw, which you could argue that would work as well for the mirror. But again, overall, which save it is isn't going to be as important. Again, this is me just being a stickler or whatever else. So the save itself, it can be up to you. I suggest charisma. It's not that big of a deal. For the curse, I think there'd be fun flavor if you just added that they gain some sort of quirk or hobby or memory. Ooh, a memory. A memory of the person. And so all of a sudden they have this memory of themselves being in a bar and they're like, what was this? I don't understand that. And like have that be like confusing or whatever. Like, ooh, you could tuck like random things in those memories, stuff that are unimportant or very important or whatever else. Like, oh, like let's say they murdered a guy or whatever, and then they got a memory of that guy's family and him telling like his wife, hey, I can't get a job, and so this is what I have to do, or whatever else, like something like that. Just things to make this really rough. But at the same time, I do really like your the curse part, because a curse of just memory gaining is like whatever. You want to make this curse hit the player hard, and so this is something I think is a good idea to make it hit their constitution. Something they're like, I want to get rid of this curse, but also that memory thing is also kind of fun, and so there's going to be this balance of like, oh man, do I want to get rid of this curse? I'm enjoying this, seeing this other stuff. Yeah, okay, I'm liking that balance there. I really, really like this item. This is super cool. I legitimately may steal this, just so you know, Fubadoo. I kind of love this. But yeah, overall, well done, sir. Very, very well done. This is cool. This is very, very cool. Hey, but we're here. Hey, we should play Lost Legends of Redwall, because as I was saying before, we have finally figured out this puzzle. So you figure out the puzzle, which, as I said, we knew before, it was just turning on the right wind things here and there. And so we just had to find the right ones, and I Googled it. What do you think is a good save number for the swap of 15? Yeah, I think 15 is good. And again, that really depends on the level. If you're playing a higher level campaign, 17 might be just fine. You know, if you got level 10, level 11 PCs, they're coming up against things that will have, you know, a +7 to Constitution with advantage or whatever else, or even immune. So low level still, oh yeah. Then depending on how low a level, I even make that like a 13 or a 14, because you don't want it to succeed every single time, right? You want it to succeed because it's interesting and it's fun, but you don't want it to be like almost without fail that this thing works. So 14, 15, I'd go in that area. I'll let you be the judge of it, but I would suggest 14 or 15. That's a cool item though, man. Very, very cool. Okay, let's so we solved the thing. It was particular events that you turned on. I still have no idea why some worked and why some didn't. No idea. I just turned on the right ones that the Google said. But here we go.
What's that It smells like my mum's cooking.
No, you idiots. We ain't leaving the Mouser Scout.
Just a bite.
I'm starving.
You blockheads. Don't eat all of it.
So they smell the cinnamon and they go to see what it is. And then, this is Liam, by the way.
How did you...
Swap the character lines here.
Oh, Sophia, I'm so sorry. I never should have left you alone in the forest. Are you all right? Did he hurt you?
I'm alright, Liam. How do you trick the rats into leaving?
Let's just say Fraby is one mastermind trickster. Now come on, we've got to get up that ladder to the pantry.
Oh, interesting. Sorry about the background music. That's just because the game is in the background, but we have a little cutscene here as well.
Fraby, you genius! Your distractions worked wonders!
It's Fraby if you're Liam. Interesting.
Now, we've got to get everyone out of Camp Silver Sands without being seen.
Is that a battering ram?
Didn't you see him building it, Mr. Liam?
I most certainly did not!
Hey, this isn't anything we can't handle. Maybe.
We could,
We have to get out now.
There'll be a ladder.
But that door is solid oak, so I think we've at least got some...
Liam Rivermouse!
What?
Wouldn't you agree that Glimber, who knows this camp like the back of his paw, might be able to solve this puzzle you're unwittingly failing to solve? And not to mention, you've been ignoring him since you started talking.
Oh, I don't mean be making any domestic squabble.
I'm so sorry. I was caught up in myself. I'm sorry, Sophia. Glimber. Glimber, how do we get out of here?
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Liam. There'll be another ladder for in the pantry. Be letting out their bags so no vermin to be seeing this soon.
That'll work perfectly. Fraby, let's get everyone onto the roof.
These rats have made enough of a mess of our lives. We think it's time we strike back.
We don't have time for that. We've got to get everyone to safety.
We discussed it long before you arrived, young scouts. This pantry is full of supplies the rats will use against other woodlanders. Supplies Lily Grove could use to fight back.
That door is made of solid oak. It'll take them a moment to break it down.
We can help.
I think we should try it.
I suppose we could snatch up some of the supplies on our way to the ladder.
You scouts can tell us where to go from up here.
Are you sure about...
I think they do be, Mr. Liam.
Getting everyone to the ladder is my top priority, all right? No lollygagging behind. Now, let's go.
Yeah, that's top-notch, Fudu. I love that. You then gain a memory of a powerful emotional event in the creature's past and experience it as your own memory. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so interesting things here. One that I'm keeping this open because I am legit gonna steal this. Number one, for us, it was not Fraby, who we said is the distracting genius. You're very welcome, Fubudu. It was Tussa, and so that just shows that depending on which character you choose, different events will come about. Second of all, obviously the lines are delivered in different ways, but for the most part, it is just a swapping of the lines because we are Sophia, this guy was Liam. But overall, you get the idea. We're here in the pantry. So, oh, we may get the cutscene. Hang on. No, we don't. Okay, cool. All right, so here we are. Let's see how people are doing.
Obstacle comes into our way, we'll take care of it, no problem.
Let's show those rats what happens when you mess with lily grovers.
He just sounds like he's gonna vomit at any moment. We'll show this.
Listen, I want to be sure you understand that once this sabotage is all through, I don't plan on sticking around.
You're heading out then?
Of course I'm heading out, you ninny. Need to catch up to the Ivywine lassies. You know, Belladora and Dorabella. They were out on the creek when the rats came. They made it to safety because of me.
That's
Sure, man.
remarkable, Mr. Cornsilk.
Sure.
Aye. I reckon there were a good 30 rats, and I bravely held them off while they scampered out to safety. After a good fight, I must have downed a dozen or so, and the beasties finally overpowered me. And there I was, making good with the maker, prepared to become a honey-roasted meal, when a massive owl came from out the night. With the rats distracted, I made my daring getaway.
Gee, I wonder where that owl came from, huh? No, just let's let this guy keep his pride. It's been fun. It's great. You know, whatever, man. That's awesome. Sure.
Outstanding. And how'd you end up here?
Well, that's a whole daring tale unto itself, but I haven't time. I must be off to aid that fair maiden.
Oh, no doubt. I dare say you would make a fine scout, Mr.
Let him keep his pride.
That's quite a compliment. But no, this mouse would rather live the simple life of a tavern keep. No better way to build strength than to hoist kegs that could best a badger, I do say. If you ever want to work on your strength, I could always use an extra set of paws in the cellar. Especially what with this rat Armageddon and all.
Thank you for the kind offer. I may just take you up on that. That mouse is definitely a peculiar fellow.
I love that we're having this conversation with like the thumping of the wall in the background.
Should be getting to them mousers.
Yep. Here we go. All right, clear party obstacles. So we need to clear the way for us to be able to get out of here, I think is what that's saying there. So we definitely want to give a nice scent. There's a bunch more people down there. Oh, that's all their scents there. I see. All right. What else? Okay, there they all are. Man. I mean, it makes sense, right, that they, with that many animals grouped together, that they would have a powerful scent.
Those moles sure know how to preserve a trout.
All right, so we got some, some question mark scents down there. We're probably going to want to go down there and give that a whiff so that we can have all the scents. We just got to make sure there's a way back. Oh, I saw that. I saw a ladder. We're okay. So I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Oh, by the way, okay, very good name, Chimichanga. Chimichanga, very, very good name. Thank you for the follow 11 days ago. Really appreciate you doing that. Sorry I missed that. Was I streaming 11 days ago? Oh, it was during the podcast. I must have missed that during the podcast. Apologies, but thank you very much for the follow. Okay.
Please, hurry.
Yeah. I can't go down there right now. Never mind. So we gotta just head under here.
I bet the rats could use these springs.
I can't lift these on my own.
Okay.
Onward.
I need to find a crank, or do I take that crank back? Why do you moles have broken stuff, man? I can't take that crank back, dang it. Something over there. I see something over there. Is that a crank? Yeah. Sure is. Nice. Oh no, mining record. That's what that is. Okay. Is that where we're going back there? Let's see. Can I jump over that though? That's the problem. How to get... Oh, that's jam over there. Don't have the crank for this. Not sure how to get past here. Can I... We're going to try something here. Ready? Nope. I can't pull the crank out of this. Nope. Okay. Don't see a crank anywhere else. Nor do I see any sparkles anywhere else. I wonder. This will be a better spot to experiment here. Can I? I can. And can I then? Certain that's not how I'm supposed to do that. Take that, Chris and Soma. Or maybe it is. Oh no, okay. I thought that was the crank again.
Not to worry, Mr. Forbrow. I've got it.
You got what? There's no... There's this, but that they're not there yet. What am I missing, chat? Oh, I bet you this. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Oh, I've got some nuts and berries in here.
No, I was already over here, though. I can't take that. That's nothing. That's nothing. I got everything over here, right? Yes. Where the heck? Can I go any farther? I don't think so. Aha! Up top there. So how do I get up there? Huh. Oh. There it is. There it is. We're geniuses, chat. We did the thing. So I took motion sickness meds before this just in case. So I'm like double, triple, quadruple sure that them taking control of the camera like that. I think that's what it was last time. That every time I flipped a switch, it grabbed the camera and moved it without my control. I want to make sure that that's not going to impact me. Man. My motion sickness is getting worse and worse as I'm getting old. Don't get old, chat. Stay young forever. But gain wisdom.
Trap them in corners. Don't let them get to the rafters. Do whatever you've got to do. First one to catch me a mousey doesn't get their head on a pike.
Well. Looky here.
Just had to get bifocals. Oh my gosh. Dang. That's that's some Ben Franklin stuff there, man. I love it.
Smell some over here. They smell of brine. Wait a minute. They smashed the pickles. Why would they do that? Oh no. There's pickles all over the floor.
All right. So we need to find a way. I was having a conversation with a friend recently, Fubidoo, and we were like legitimately talking about measuring our blood pressure and what vitamins we take in the morning. And like this is like a over lunch conversation with a good friend of mine, and all of a sudden it just hit me like, we are so old. Like all right. Just you? You're the only one? Get wrecked. All right. Got another one right there, and this right here. Man, it is really nice of these. Ooh, all right. I see you. I see you. Complicating things over here. But it is really nice of the rats to make sure that they stand underneath all of our hanging barrels and crates and things like that. Correct.
Where are all the good tools? Can some of these barrels be empty?
All right, yep, we got something over here.
I could have sworn this was filled with nails a second ago. Knew there was something going on in here.
Collect 4 jam for your jelly. And jelly for your jam. I can't jump up there. Yeah, when you're sneaking, it like severely limits your movement, which fair enough. Okay, what is the question mark? Can I fit back here? I cannot. I want to know, chat. I want to know what that question mark sense is. Looks like we got some more jelly over there. Okay, we got to find a way to release that. Got it. Which first... Okay, I'm back all the way at the beginning here. Is this where I'm supposed to be? I feel like it's not. Come on. Come on. That's how I got... Oh, you're going to make me walk all the way back? All right. Should not have gone the direction I did. For a game that is... Calling it linear may not be the right word, but I'm going to use the word linear for a game as linear as this is. I'm surprised how often they allow you to get off track or backtrack or whatever else. Like, that's why I hesitate to use the word linear, because... And it's not a bad thing at all. Like, it makes it feel less railroaded. And so, it's just interesting to me how much freedom you have within a more linear style game. Okay. There's got to be a way to drop that. Oh, I see it. I see it. Gotta remember just to explore with this more often, right? We gotta get over there, though. This way? Ooh, what is this? Roam along home. Alright. Oh, here we go. I see. Yeah, shh, don't look up. Don't look up. Y'all ever see that movie, Don't Look Up? It was a really good, really difficult movie to watch because of how accurate it felt. Cool.
What do you mean they're not here? They can't be far.
Is this what we want?
Here, mousey, mousey.
Yep.
Oh, me head.
Didn't get that other one, though, huh? Oh, nope, that counted. Okay, cool.
Oh, woe is this day. Our captain's been cased from a great ship and has walked the plank to Hell's Gate. And our barrel no less.
Got a lot of mail, a lot of lore. Still want to know what that question mark sense is. We're also still sneaking? Oh, because they're down there. Got it.
Our dear Gather, gather, you sniveling eyesores. A great beast has been struck down.
We're gonna find that scent, chat.
This old salt, ring out the bells and pay your respects.
Oh, maybe we're not. Dang it. Can't get back up.
Round the pockets of this raking rat.
Dag nabbit.
Or you want to explain old scum stout yourself why in every bit of gold and brass be missing from his corpse? Oi, that's what I thought. Now,
Alright. Let's just talk to some folk and get out of here.
was there a captain quite so ripe with greed and gusto? Nay, our old Captain Cheese-Thief was one and a horde. Vile, fierce, conniving, all to die by his blade, and honor really to the whelps that had crossed him. Hey, I see you there.
Man, nobody wants.
I know you've been eyeing his rank. Don't think for a second
Ah.
crumbs chance in a galley. No rat among us.
Can I go
shares
down?
the pirate. Truly, had he any shoes?
No.
Oh, woe is this day. Our captain's been cased from a great ship and has walked the plank to Hell's Gate. And there are
Dang.
no less. Should have taken at least a badger to snuff him out.
Here's the question mark.
I can only trust me eyes. Illness, pain, and death to the son of a biscuit.
Yeah, let's get out of here, I guess.
Ropes. Oh, dear captain.
Womp womp.
Horns swaggled from us by a great wooden keg.
Everyone, stick as close to each other as you can. Help each other along. Follow me.
Wait, he's still alive. And now the mices are getting away.
Yeah, we are. Deuces.
Find those mice. Find them.
Where do we go now?
Miss Sophie, they be this here lever over by dam, and if he be pull any lever, he dam be opening up.
You mean the dam will release the river?
Release
And
the river.
The river will flood the camp.
Boy, okay. And I suppose it be sweeping all ye rats away. Wouldn't you think?
Yes! Glimber, you're a genius.
Oh,
Up there! Don't let them escape!
Pull the lever!
Break the dam. Release the river. Props if you know what that's a reference to. I mean, not a reference, a direct quote from.
Ah, fine, you disgusting dingbottoms. You snot-nosed ferrety wretches. You better run, you nasty little mouselings. Although, you might not like who you find that way, little mousemaid.
Don't listen to him, Soph. Let's go.
I'm going to start using ding bottoms as an
Sophia
insult.
and the Woodlanders escaped Camp Silver Sands and succeeded in washing away the rats. But the scouts still had a ways to go before reaching the winsome wraith. Sophia feared the Lily Grovers would only slow them down. And time was of the essence in saving Liam's life.
Right then. Liam, Tusser and I are continuing onward to the Winsome Wraith. I suppose you'll all want to come?
I'm not walking into the house of a stoat. No, no. These supplies aren't going to do any good in the north. We've got to bring them back south, to Lily Grove.
The scouts will have great need of them in rebuilding all our homes. It's the least we can do to help.
You're sure you'll be safe?
We've got each other. And we'll be careful this time. We won't be caught unaware again.
Especially now that those rats are all miles away down the river.
Miss Sophie?
Yes, Glimber?
Oh, I'm not much for Lilygruff, I'm not. I'm just a lonely groundskeeping mole with no more grounds to keep her. Maybe I could be helping you on your journey?
My man.
Well, Glimber, it's just...
Sophia, could I have a word? Sophia, if Glimber wants to come with us,
he should.
We can't just leave him.
We have to hurry. You're getting worse by the hour.
But he's frightened. He's alone. He needs us.
That's exactly it. He's afraid of his own 2 feet. What will we do if we're attacked? You are my priority.
That is not the Scout way, Soph. And you know it.
But also, who's going to watch Liam while you scout around?
This is your mission. I'll respect whatever decision you make.
Nah, man, he's got to come with us.
Fine. You win, but with Martin as my witness, if we meet any more trouble along the way, there'll be no heroics from you. Understand?
Oh, you have my word.
It's Martin
And
Freeman,
so
by the
Gilbert
way.
joined them on their
This
journey,
deity they keep
and
talking
all
about.
bid farewell
For whatever
to
reason,
other
the mice
woodlands.
of Redwall worship
More
Martin Freeman.
determined than ever,
Weird.
Sophia and her friends walked north along the edge of the creek. Slowly but surely the hours ticked by, and before they knew it, the sun was near setting. In the distance they could see that a storm was fast approaching, and when they finally reached the abandoned fishing village, it was practically upon them.
Haunted area.
I was worried about the Scouts.
Yes, must be where we just came from, maybe? No? What do we have here? That's no good. That got a treasure chest up there and everything? Well, what good does that do me if I can't get up? Oh, wait. Wait. Think I see a thing. Yeah, okay. So we can get up, so let's do one. And then we're just gonna move this guy over here. The scurry animation is very good. I know I say that a lot, but it deserves being said again. Got some more jam. We want to get up even more. What are these boxes for? Anything? Are these anything? I don't know that these are anything. They don't look like anything. Unless, can we push them all the way across? We can. Okay. Though I don't know that we need to. There's a little scurry thing right there. All right. Come on. Oh, I see. Because there are roots right at the bottom there. That's not good enough. There we go. Which leads us here to a password that we have no idea. We're going to go M-O-R-E. More. No. Okay. Let's take, I just want to take another quick look here, see if we can get it. L-O-V-E. Got it. Curious Riddle Reward. Crystal necklace. Let's see what that gets us here. Crystal necklace lets you see lore items through walls while in active sense. Oh, nice. Very nice. I'm just looking at the different things we get. So these are all cosmetic, it looks like. No more lore stuff. Wonder what the curious riddle was. Let's see. Curious riddles are down here, right? Yeah. Finding every clue. No. You have sought my every riddle. Your mind surely is fit as a fiddle. It comes my greatest pleasure to bestow you, thee, my finest treasure. This bit of crystal on a string can help you see through anything. When mind is sharp and knows full force, follow the glow to valuable source. That's very cool, and I like that a lot. I love that we didn't find a single riddle, single hint, and we just guessed the answer. Collect for jam. All right. What's up?
So far, Tessa. Thank Martin we're almost to the Winston Wraith.
I'm sorry I spat at you for rescuing me from the rats earlier in Old Moss Creek. I'm real glad to be traveling with you.
It's all right, Tessa. No need to apologize.
Sometimes I just
Yeah,
like
you
to
were
think
right.
I can do everything by myself. That I don't need any help. It's not true.
I know the feeling.
Something else on your mind?
Man, so many.
One step at a time. Right now, our next step is to reach the Winston Wraith.
That's what's most important. If an obstacle comes into our way, we'll take care of it, no problem.
Tessa, do you ever think... What if Cheese Thief is working with the Stoats?
I don't trust the Stoats either. But now you're just being paranoid, Sophia. Robin gave both of us a mission to trust Valor, so we've got to do just that. Something else on your mind?
Why do you think these Searats are here? What do they have to gain by attacking Lily Grove?
My
Who knows
old
for
man
sure?
back.
I heard rumors of them attacking villages up north when I was at Devon, but... Well, I never thought would happen to us.
I suppose no one ever does.
Yeah, it's always somewhere else until it's here. That was me, I mean, on a very depressing note, with school shootings and a high school where I was a youth pastor that, I don't know, half, 2/3 of my high schoolers went to. There was a shooting there, and it was, yeah, it was heartbreaking. It's always somewhere else until it's here, you know.
Tessa, I heard the Searats mention they're sailing under the banner of Clooney the Scourge.
Clooney the Scourge? The monstrous sea rat with a poison barb for a tail? The one that punishes Devons who won't go to bed? Fiddlesticks, he's just a myth.
No, he's real.
Are you sure Clooney's not real? I mean, up till now we've never actually thought Lily Grove would be attacked by Searats, did we? Who knows what else we're naive about?
The Lily Grove Scouts are a precautionary group, and yes, when I joined, I didn't think I'd ever be fighting rats either. But really, Clooney's a legend. I promise. I'll even bet you my grandmother's esteemed blackberry pie recipe that Clooney's a fake.
Oh, I do love that pie. You're on.
Hey, I want to be part of this. I want some pie.
I really hope that Cheese Thief doesn't show up again, like he said he would.
Me neither. But I wouldn't dwell on it, Sophia. Even if he does, you can only take life one step at a time.
Of all the
One
rats,
step at a time.
I think Cheese Thief scares me the most.
Why's that?
Just a feeling, I guess. Like he's invincible. Like there's some kind of shield protecting him from ever, you know, snuffing it. At least around us.
That's more nonsense, Sophia. Don't worry about that old Billy Acre. He'll get what's coming to him.
So, do you think Scumsnow's gone? For good?
If Robin and Freebie said they'd take care of him, I'm sure they took care of him.
I believe.
You're right. If I could trick Scumsnow into following me to the lighthouse, of course Robin and Freebie could do even better.
That's what I'm saying. You worry too much, Sophia. No offense.
Maybe I do.
I did both of those, right? Yeah.
Did you see the look in the eye of that doe with Cheese Thief? I don't think I've ever seen such genuine, sadistic hatred. Not even in Scumsnout.
I think I heard her name was Daisy Moose. You're right, she seemed cunning and intelligent, whereas Scumsnout was brutalistic. He reminded me of stories of the Gloomer.
Daisy Mace was more like Zarmina. Remember the Wildcat Queen?
Ugh. All those tales used to keep me up at night. Now these rats are like the living embodiment of my childhood nightmares.
Zarmina lost back then. These rats are gonna lose too.
All right, that's everything.
Something else on your mind?
Nah, we got it all, yo. Unless, wow,
Something else on your mind?
there's so much.
Tessa, remember how you and Quill were telling the story of how you two fought off a toad together? Back during my initiation?
Sorry, my son is.
Well, you never did finish the story.
Oh goodness. It's really not as exciting of a story as Coyle makes it out to be.
He's at the
Sophia.
zoo.
Coyle said you saved his fur.
I said I'd leave my
Sounds like an
phone on.
exciting tale to me.
You know how Coyle exaggerates?
If he and his
I really
friends
didn't
eat
do much
anything.
at all.
Okay, it's not them. So yeah, I may be getting messages. Just a heads up. Yeah, sure.
Oh, come on, Tessa. Tell the story.
We're gonna get some rest here.
Really, Sophia, you would just be disappointed.
Story time.
Either way, now I'm too intrigued to not hear it.
All right. Tell you what, I'll tell you the story if you first tell me one of your own stories. What do you say?
A story from me? Well, what kind of story?
Whatever you think is an exciting tale to match mine. I'm sure you've had some wild adventures yourself.
Yeah.
Well, alright then. One summer day, when I was just a tiny dibbin, I wandered off from our farm to play on the banks of the creek. But somehow I fell in and I was swept off into the river. And all I remember was the fear burning inside my lungs and the chill of the water freezing my limbs solid. Until I woke in the arms of some beast. To this day, I have no idea who the beast was. I don't know if he risked his own life to pull me from the water, or if he found me washed up upon the shore. What I do remember, clear as day, is his golden brown fur and how warm he was against me. He must have been rather large too, because I recall the branches of the tall oaks being so much closer to my little body as he carried me against his chest.
Is this Martin?
Strange, when I think of it now.
Their deity?
I think it may have been the most peaceful moment of my life. Nothing could have harmed me when I was protected by that beast.
Wow. He brought you home?
Yes. He carried me home and set me right back in my family's fields. They found me there, but curled in a ball all alone. Mum said I must have just imagined the beast who saved me. But if he hadn't brought me back, how could I have gotten there?
That's an incredible story, Sophia. I hope someday you find whoever that beast was. Well, a deal's a deal. Here's what really happened with Coyle and the Toad. It was shortly after my own initiation, when Coyle and I were on a little quest in the marshlands south of Salamandastra. So here we are, marching through a bog, when this toad hops out of nowhere and demands we pay a toll to pass. Thing is, he was wearing a silly outfit. Yellow plaid trousers, a purple shirt many sizes too large, a straw hat the width of Redwall itself, and a pink feather boa. Not to mention, the weapon he was threatening us with was a wooden spear that's head had fallen off. I've got to admit, I feel a bit guilty now, but I couldn't help but giggle. Anyway, this toad sees me holding back my chuckles and, angry that we've insulted his garb, lunges at us. Now, we're in a battle with this toad, who is a surprisingly good warrior with his headless spear, and he sticks Coyle under the arm. Coyle goes down, and right as the toad is about to take a last hit at him, I lunge forward with my spear, and right then, the toad falls backward into the bog and disappears back into the marsh. I think he was alright, just scared. He was a strange fellow, that's for certain. I've never seen a toad without a clan like that.
So you did rescue Coyle, Tassa. You saved his life.
But, Sophia, that's just it. My spear never touched the toad.
Huh? But you knocked him backwards.
I lunged for the toad, yes. but something else hit him. Coyle thought the same as you. He immediately praised me for saving him, and well, it wasn't until later that I figured out what really happened.
What happened?
I found arrows littered throughout the bog. I'd never seen arrows like these before. The arrowheads were painted red and the shafts were black. I think the fletchings were made of real owl feathers.
Whose arrows were they?
I don't know. Maybe a squirrel tribe? Or something else? But I think that's what scared the toad off. I wonder why whoever it was that let loose the arrow decided to help us.
Why didn't you tell Coyle?
These must be references to the characters in the book.
About that. In the moment, I was just so glad that Coyle thought me a savior that I pretended I had been the one to save him. Only now, I wish I had told him the truth. He keeps telling the story to folk, and this white light twists inside me each time.
I understand, Tessa. And I think Coyle would understand too. You were just an initiate. We wanted him to be proud of you.
Aye. Maybe when we get back to Lily Grove, I'll tell him the truth.
I'll bet you feel better once you do. Even so, Tessa, that's a fascinating story. I'll be up all night wondering who your secret rescuer was.
Thanks for your support, Sophia. I feel so much better having finally told someone the truth. I'm glad you don't think too harshly of me.
Not at all. You're my friend.
Something else on your mind?
Oh, hey, we got to hear the whole story, and that got us a, we should probably move on.
Once we
But
pass
it
your
got
monster
an achievement.
area, we'll just be steps away from the Winsome Wraith.
Aye, one step at a time.
Hey,
Oh, Liam, you sound dreadful.
don't worry about me, Soph. What's on your mind?
Jeez.
While you've been bound and kidnapped, I was nearly eaten by an owl. Captain Snow, he called himself. He did end up helping me rescue Tessa from the archer rats, however.
Sounds like you might have had a rougher time than I did.
No, not at all. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about myself when you were being toted along by rats. So selfish, Sophia.
We've all had a long day, my love. It's not selfish, it's... it's impressive. You teamed up with an owl?
Yes, well, it was rather thrilling. I can't believe that disgusting rat cheese thief had you locked in a cage.
She's so mad.
If I ever get the chance, I am going to...
But you saved me. And here I am. I'm just fine. Maybe a little woozy, but...
It doesn't matter. No one should ever hurt you, Liam Rivermouse.
The key?
I heard him asking you about a key. What was that about?
Chief Steve was convinced that Robin had sent some sort of special key out of Lilygrove with a scout. I don't know anything about that, but of course, he didn't believe me.
I think he was talking about the tangle.
We have to be even more careful then.
Back there, while you were captured, did you hear anything about what the rats might be doing here so far from the sea? What their plans are?
Just a little. Something about supplies, villages, slaves, Redwall, a revolt, Clooney.
Clooney?
Yes, but I'm sure that was just rubbish.
Maybe.
It's not.
Even so, if they're headed for Redwall, they'll be right on our tails. We've got to get to the Winsome Wraith fast.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Oh, Miss Sophie, wouldn't be on yon mousy maid's mind.
I wish mice had a dig about tradition like the moles do.
Well, at least like have
I'd
some
love to
sort of
have
conversation with
seasons
each
where
person.
All I was expected to do was go off and explore and find myself. Maybe then my mum and sisters won't be so upset about me having left home.
Not all the moles, right? but many are like this. Think about be a time for a mole to discover what they's wanting to do for their lifetime. Each mole dibbin be leaving home for 4
My
full
foot got
seasons.
caught on something.
Mostly to be travelling or finding work. I's too scared to go far though. I stay close to home so I be able to visit mums. All I learned was how much I love digging. Ooh, her.
Well, that's something.
To tell the truth, Miss Sophia, I do be wishing I'd seen more of the world, or maybe I would have learned something or two, or maybe I wouldn't be so scared of the world, or...
Well, with this rat invasion, I think we're all seeing more of the world than we planned.
Yeah.
We
All
best be heading on, I think.
Okay. Let's actually get going here. I did see, yep, we got some more jam over here. Come on. Let me add it. We do want to make sure that we're smelling stuff. Alright, so the ladder looks like a place we want to go, but I'm curious as to what this is. Just some more jam here. Yeah, looks like. There we go. A little delay there in actually picking it up. Yeah, let's go.
Tassa, you take the lead, and I'll follow in the rear. Once we reach the top, we'll be smooth sailing out of this pit.
Is that Scum Snout? Yo! Apparently we did not. Oh, whoa, alright, alright. That thing can land on us. Got it. Yeah. Oh, and he got us there. Okay. So I think it's going to do the turning for us. Yeah. Oh. You good? No! Dang it. Oh, good. We got a checkpoint there, though. Come on, come on, come on. You just gotta pause for a second at those rocks. Okay, there we go. We're good, we're good. We're safe. Escape on the lift. Gotta get to the lift. Then not die. Nice, 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 nice. No! I can tap with the best of them. You get out of here, jerk. Don't nobody want your nonsense. That's right, punk. Got him. Go, go, go. How did they get up there so fast? Why didn't we go their way? Go, 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 go!
You horrible little muffling! I'll kill you! I'll flay you alive!
But Scum Snout's threats were empty that day.
That's right, they were. Deuces. Jerk. Ding bottom.
I did it. And you're all okay. Liam.
Sophia! Oh, thank Martin's whiskers, you're all right.
And for just a moment as he held her, Sophia's fears didn't seem so frightening after all.
Come on, Liam. Let's get you out of the rain.
Facing a giant weret has a way of putting things in perspective.
Sophia,
What is it?
I think you should have this.
Ooh.
It's the tangram. The key. Robin wanted me to give it to Valo, but I think you should do it.
What? That's ridiculous. You brought it all this way.
There is a secret key.
I didn't realize it before. I thought I could do anything, but well, back there, the way you jumped into action, you put our safety above your own, Sophia. You saved us from that beast.
Hey, G
I wish
creature.
I could do that.
Tussa.
No, it's not like I'm not trying to. I just mean I admire what you did. I thought you needed my help, but I wouldn't have made it this far without you. You should be the one.
Glad to
give
have
this
you here, my
to
friend.
Valo.
But you're far more experienced than I am. And
Trust me as your superior scout, Ben, that this duty belongs to you.
oh, how
Yeah,
strange to
doing
think
real
something
well.
So small could be so important.
You deserve this, Soph. Now, come on, we're nearly there.
Yeah, I don't know anybody in Baltimore. It's, yeah, crazy stuff going on. Yeah, we're on the other side of the nation.
Who are you and what do you want?
Are you Valo?
I am.
Last week I got real
Robin's
sick. I think I got
spring
real
hunter
sick though, like actually sick, not
We're
just motion
scouts.
sickness.
And
Feeling much better now too.
we need your help.
Oh, yeah? And just what makes you think that we'd want to help you?
Sorry, chat. More stuff about my son. Wow.
It's Daddy again.
Start of Act 3 here. Here we go.
You'll see. It's the stone. He's going to get Sophia. Just watch. It's not there. You already know what happened.
I only know because my grandfather told me when I was sick.
It seems William is enjoying your play, Father. I'm happy he's found something to get his mind off everything else. William has grown into a fine young mouse.
He's taken quite a liking to the young scouts. You know, he told me that Sophia reminds him of a certain someone.
A certain someone? Who?
Why, you, of course.
Oh, goodness. I am nothing like Sophia. There are so many ways that I have failed him as a parent. I mean, his father...
William is a wise dibbon and an understanding one. He'll be all right.
Is that
Sorry.
Sophia?
Sorry. Where have you been, Matthew? You missed the whole second act.
So sorry.
Gross.
I think I got that cold you had, William. I barely convinced Mum to let me come back and see the rest of the play.
Come on, you just made it in time for Act 3.
What's going on?
Sophia's going to get eaten by stoats.
What I missed?
You guys, I want to watch.
Well, we've got to get Matthew up to speed. Sophia made it to the lighthouse, but with Scum Snout hot on her heels.
Wait. How did she get to the lighthouse again? Why was Scum Snout there?
Scum Snout and his rats attacked Lily Grove. Remember? It was the night that Sophia was awarded the title of Overwatch and initiated into the Lily Grove Scout Corps.
So they released this in 3 parts. This is the recap of Act 1 and 2.
Attacked. And so Captain Robin sent Sophia to light the Lily Grove lighthouse.
Oh, right. I remember now.
But then Scum Snout sent her flying off the lighthouse tower with his massive tail.
But don't worry, Sophia was okay.
And she landed in a pile of hay. Liam had been bitten by Scum Snout, whose drool was as poisonous as an adder.
Ew.
He needed a healer. So Robin sent Sophia and Liam to the Winsome Wraith, where an old friend would be able to help them. Of course, Sophia had some trouble along the way to the Wraith, but Tusa and the Mole Glimber joined in to help. They made new enemies too, like the Sea Rat Captain, Cheese Thief. Cheese Thief was after the mice because he knew they had a special key, the Tanagram. Then, in Pontidaria, Sophia had to battle Scumsnout again.
What is that weird's problem?
Scumsnout chased Sophia over the docks and bridges of Pontardaria. Finally, Sophia jumped across and Scumsnout, well, he didn't make it.
It's about time.
He fell down into a giant sinkhole. And they all found the winsome wraith. There was just one catch. The healer was a stout.
A stout? But aren't stouts dangerous?
I guess you'll have to find out.
And what makes you think we want to help you, little mouse?
Well, I...
Stand down, Bolo. Now, Scout, you said. Robin sent you?
Yes, that's right, please. It's my Liam. He's been poisoned. Captain Robin said you could help him.
Of course we can.
They're strangers.
That's enough. Both of you. Mouse does look in a bad way. You better come inside. Welcome to the Winsome Wraith. This is my son Bolo, my daughter Mila.
Hi.
You'll have to forgive us for frightening you. We have a standard protocol for strange visitors.
I wasn't being frightened or...
Now, what's happened to this young mouse?
He was bit by that wear-it Scumsnout.
The one with the infectious snout.
I see. Come, here's the infirmary. I'll see to Liam immediately.
Your friend's not looking too good, eh?
Great diagnosis, Bo.
Shut up, Toad for brains.
Enough. Lie him down here.
Ouch! Ouch! What were you doing around a wear-it anyway?
Bolo, please fetch the feverfew from the pantry. Hurry now.
But I... fine.
Mila, my flower, I need you to stir this mix. Keep it to the flame, but do not let it boil.
Yes, Papa.
The wound. It smells worse than ever.
What you're smelling is rot.
Yeah.
The broken skin has gone black with infection, but it hasn't yet spread to the blood. There's time, but not much.
Gross.
Oh, bust the blight. We need more ginkgo before the tincture gets too warm. Can you fetch it from the back shelf? It will smell like this leaf here.
Right away.
All right. Oh, and so now we're going over our stuff. You brought up... Okay, that's ginkgo. You brought up Baltimore G creature. I mean, literally, as you were saying it.
Is this ginkgo?
Huh? No. What? I want to do that. That's garlic. That's fish. That's fish. That's cucumbers. Here's the ginkgo right here.
This is definitely ginkgo.
There we go. At that moment, my mom sent me a text of a bridge in San Francisco. She's visiting San Francisco right now. I just got this weird like what's going on? Why are you sending me pictures of bridges?
Perfect.
If you guys didn't hear, there's a bridge that collapsed in Baltimore.
Next, I need valerian. A sleeping herb that'll help Liam get the rest he needs. I believe the jar on the shelf here is empty, but you can find extra on my bedroom's nightstand. Head to the port side of the ship and look for the room that smells like me. You'll know it when you scent it.
Alright, room that smells like him. I just gotta walk and sniff this dude now.
Did you find the valerian?
No. I want to sniff you first. Okay. Alright, see that picture. It says head to the port side, but I don't know. Is this... No, that's not it. Okay. Okay, here we go. So not that. That smells like ale. And this, we have scents going toward it. So yeah, this isn't right. Oh, maybe this is right. What is going on here? Oh yeah, the memoir page. Go grab that real quick. While we're here thing. Come on. I believe in me. I'm believing in me less. It's not the way up, is it? Sure isn't. Okay, so we've done this. Can I... Nope. Okay. Don't know that that did anything useful for me here. Nothing. Huh. Confuzzled. Gotta remember to do this, see if it locks onto anything. Come on. Enough of them. And I can't aim at this, right? Yeah, it's not that kind of switch. There are no boxes that I can drag. Right? Let's double check in here. No, 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 no. Okay. So, things that we know. We know we can grab onto this.
Okay.
Oh, I can round the corner. Ah, here we go. And now there's a box. Got it. Got it. There it is. We're geniuses, chat. Good work. So, can this... Does that not break? It does not break. Awesome. Oh, no! Oh, that's not good. We're okay. I know what to do now.
Did you find the Valerian?
Okay, still looking for Valerian. Okay. I want to make sure we're at the right spot. But yeah, it's spring break here, so my kids are all off doing fun things and whatnot. G Creature, I know that you are not in the States. What season is it wherever you're at? Like, is it still, it's spring right now where we are. Come on. Nope. There we go. There's another Christian streamer, Pastor Scar, who's in Australia. And last time he and I were talking, he was talking about how weird it is that for us, I don't think that's going to work. That for us, winter is in, or Christmas is in winter, not in summer. That for them, Christmas break is always a summer thing. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work the way I want that to work. Nope. Defo not. Okay. Aha! No, I know. I get it. This goes right here to stop this from dropping all the way. I see now. Yep. And now that means that we can climb up here to then climb up here to then climb up here to then get... Oh, what is this? It's got a different scent to it. Cat? Interesting. Genevieve's memoir. Alright. So that's ale. It's a hall ale. What over here? That's flowers. I don't think this is him, is it? I'm gonna guess yes. This is the Valerian here.
I can smell it nearby. It must have been knocked off somewhere. I should be able to sniff out the Valerian. Ah, there it is. Oh, better get this back to Valo.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, we haven't here though. I mean, as long as we're here, might as well look around, right? See? Summer of Dark Sun. Can we rob him? No. I've been playing too much Baldur's Gate 3. Anyone else out there playing Baldur's Gate 3? Or played Baldur's Gate 3?
I didn't realize my supply was so low. But should be enough for a mouse. All right, Mila, that should be enough. Let that cool while we clean and dress the wound. Clear any dirt and fur and make sure it's dry before we apply the salve. Now, Bolo. Bolo? That boy. Please excuse him. Guests are a tricky thing for a Scrimpores. Especially so, since... it's important I see to the stitching of the bite. Would you go grab the feverfew from Bolo?
Feverfew is great for making your fever fewer. That's why Papa is using it for Liam. He keeps mumbling such odd phrases.
What's in here? Really, I'm just searching your house because I don't trust you. Gotta make sure everything's on the level. Wow, this place is massive, huh? No, can't go that way. What is this? Is this anything? No, okay. Fair enough. Jeez. Ooh, what do we have here? Cheese. I didn't know what cheese smelled like before this. What kind of mouse am I? I do like that the question marks are like slowly drifting away as I've now learned what the scent is. I know what that is, right? Yeah. Jeez, this place is just rich with flavor. And also these people clearly enjoy drinking. Corn? I thought I already knew how to smell corn. Maybe I'm relearning things because it's Act 3. You alright, kid?
What is it?
Valo sent me to see if you'd found the feverview yet.
If it's not in the pantry, ask Mila. I don't know.
But Valo sent you to collect it.
I'm not your cabin boy. You have a nose, don't you? Find it yourself.
Good grief.
I know you have it, and my Liam needs it. Can you just give us some?
Boo-hoo for your Liam. I told you already, I don't have any.
I can smell the feverview.
Yeah,
on you.
jerk.
You want me to tell Valo you're messing with his medicines?
Are you threatening me, Mouse? Ha! Get lost.
I know I can smell feverview on him. If I follow his scent, I'm sure I can find wherever he hid it. But why would he do that?
Yeah. What's wrong with this jerk? Alright. Well, let's see what we got. We got a letter here. No?
What is it?
Valo's.
It's not.
But
I'm not your cabin.
Yeah, I already.
I know you have.
Boo.
I can smell.
Are you threatening?
I know I can smell.
Oh, I see. That's right. That's right. It's the little trails on the ground. That's what we're following here. Not the actual scent. Little wisps are where scents were. So he's got it in the... What is this? Bolo's mail. You better believe I'm going to look at that. Bolo's mail. You sap-sucking scallywag. Don't suppose you remember a young fox such as myself. Made some very interesting new friends. Couldn't help but think of you and your traitorous ways. Took the liberty of volunteering your services to them. Oh, and when you're on your way over, do me a favor and bring the goods you owe me, Ma. She's none too happy about our broken deals. Ever yours, Chicken Hound. Oh, Bolo.
I smell the feverview. But why lock it in a chest? I'll bet badgers to biscuits the key is hidden nearby.
All right. Yep. There it is.
Found it.
Well, punk.
Got it. Did Bolo put the feverview here on purpose? Why would he do that?
He's working for the baddies. He's a badman. Is this... No. Anatomy notes. Interesting. She's got apples in here. Ooh, nice. Oh, here it is.
Thank you, Scout. Oh, Bolo didn't give you too much.
He sure did.
Here now, Liam. Drink this. Thank you for bringing me these ingredients, Sophia. Liam must rest now. For a while.
How is he?
It'll take some time to settle in his system, but...
We're not going to talk
it'll
about his
slow the
son?
infection and bring down his fever. In the meantime, I'm sure you're quite weary yourself. Would you care for some dinner?
Oh, yes! I made a great soup today. Perfect for warming you up on a cold winter's night. I'll have it heated up in a whisker. Come find me in the galley when you're ready to eat, okay?
Wait, Valo. We didn't only come here for Liam's sake.
Oh.
This here. It's a special key. The Tangram. Robin said it would be safe with you.
What were you thinking, Springhunter?
What?
Sophia, where did Robin get this?
I don't know. I don't even know what it's for. Only that the rats want it, and it's important they don't get it. Please. Robin trusts you to keep it safe, and I don't know what else to do with it.
Very well. I'll put this in my study, and we will discuss it later. For now, it's important Liam gets his rest, and you ought to as well. Let Mila know when you're ready for supper. Until then, please, make yourself at home. If you'd like to chat with me or anyone else, you ought to do it before we eat.
Thank you, Mrs. Grandpa, for everything.
Call me Valor. Any friend of Robin's is a friend of mine. I am quite curious as to what events led to all this. But that can wait for a warm bowl of soup.
Yeah, but I want to talk to you about your
See how
son.
everyone is doing before we sit down for dinner.
You fevered hallucinations. Okay, so looks like dinner's that way. We don't want to go that way yet. Anybody in here? No. The man's got a whole lot of booze. Ooh, a little hidey peek hole in here. And he also notes in here. Doesn't look like it. Whew, I did a sneeze. Sorry to keep checking my phone chat. Just want to make sure everything's okay with my boy. That Volo? Nope, it's the jerk.
You've got such a cozy home here. We really appreciate your family welcoming
Yeah,
us
kill him with
here.
kindness. There you go.
Insists on helping woodlanders.
I've never heard of stoats being friendly to woodlanders before.
Pa's family took an oath a long time ago to not follow the vermin way.
Ooh, the vermin way.
Instead, heal and help all folk. So, yeah, there aren't many stoats like him.
So Valo took an oath to turn from the vermin? Is that why you all live so far away from everyone?
Yeah, something like that.
Do you get many visitors?
Some folk pass through here and there. Pa's friend Jeb lives nearby. But no, not many come by. Most woodlanders don't trust us. And other stoats, well, they don't take it too lightly when vermin are kind to woodlanders. They call him a sympathizer.
That's why you had to be careful when we showed up unexpectedly at your door.
Yeah. It's also why we still don't trust you.
Has Valo always been a friend to woodlanders?
I don't think my father's part is really your business.
Just curious.
What about your sister?
You and your sister don't seem to get along too well. You know, I had trouble getting along with my sisters when I was young too. Sometimes still do.
She's just so naive. She thinks she's so smart. She can just walk up to Redwall and they'll let her in.
You don't want to see her hurt, do you?
Of course I don't. She's a stoat, and vermin aren't allowed at Redwall.
Disagree.
I don't think Redwall is as harsh as you make it out to be.
If you really think that, you're just as naive as she is.
I just mean there's no harm in encouraging her to follow her dreams. Vale Sixclaw lived at Redwall nearly his whole life.
Yes, they made the ferret Vale think he was one of them, and then they locked him out. Beyond the walls, into the snow, alone. They'll do the same to Mila.
I think there was more to Vale's story than that. And Mila's story may not go the same way.
There's no point in trying. She won't be rejected if she just stays away.
What about your mom? What about your mom? Ha!
So, your mother...
Ma's gone. No use talking about it.
What was she like?
What does it matter?
My father's gone too. When I was little, before my sisters were born, he would carry me to the top of our farm silo, and we would count the stars until we didn't know how to count any higher. I could never keep my eyes open as long as he could. And I'd wake up tucked into my bed at morning call. Over breakfast tarts, he'd tell me stories about all I'd miss after I'd fallen asleep. Otters made of stars that swam across the night sky. 1,000 streams of coloured lights that took the shape of my mum, dancing, her skirt twirling, her fur shining. I miss how his whiskers tickled my cheeks when he kissed my nose.
Ma's whiskers did that too.
So,
Ma's gone.
what happened to your mother, Bolo?
She was sick. Nothing anyone could do about it.
Not even your father? Or Redwall?
Redwall wouldn't have helped her even if we had asked. Pa didn't know what was wrong. Ironic, huh? He can save everyone except his own wife.
Yes. I can't imagine how much that would hurt. I'm so sorry for your loss, Bolo.
Yeah, well, there's nothing you can do about it, so...
I've never heard of stoats.
Pa's family took an oath a long time ago.
Okay, I've done this. About supper.
I can't wait for supper. It smells delicious.
Recently, we've been having the same supper night after night. There's just not much out in the swamp. We don't get out often anymore.
Back in Lilygrove, we have so many different types of sweets. Candied chestnuts, cheese wheels the size of a wagon, mushroom-filled pastries with a berry glaze.
That all
Wish I
sounds
could taste some.
delicious.
You woodlanders always have the best treats.
Yeah.
I think I've got some in my bag. Here, have this pastry. It's a Lilygrove speciality.
You'd really share this with me?
Yeah, dude.
Sure, why not?
Well, thank you.
Look at that happy face.
Smells amazing.
Trust me, it tastes even better.
Get on with it then.
All right. We got him to smile. We got him to look happy for a second. Okay, I want to tell Volo about his son, though.
Hello, Sophia.
It's incredible
Valo.
how you've transformed this ship into a home.
It took many years to restore it. But we do enjoy our strange little home. You're welcome to explore all you like.
I hope you don't take offense to this fellow, but well, I've never met a stoat who was friends with mice.
The world is not so simple as we are often told, young scout. But I did not meet many stoats who were friends with mice when I was young either. And there are many stoats who would scoff at my helping you now.
Then why do you help us?
It's the right thing to do, isn't it?
I'm in. Your daughter's great.
Mila is such a bouncy little thing. Her joy is quite refreshing after the journey we've just had.
Mila is the light of this family, that is for sure. She's eager to become a healer like myself, and she's quite the prodigy. She'll do well, I am certain.
Your wife, I'm sorry to hear about her.
You've got quite the lovely family, Valo. Is it just you and your children who live here?
Thank you. My children are most precious to me. It's been rather difficult since their mother... Well, she's not with us anymore. still do our best to keep our home warm. It's what Lyra would have wanted.
Oh, I'm so sorry. May I ask what happened to her?
Lyra was quite ill. Something to do with her heart. Some illnesses are beyond what paws can heal.
It's terrible to lose someone you love. I'm so sorry.
Right. Lyra was a beautiful stone. If only I could have helped her. I promise I will do my best to help your own beloved.
What was she like?
What was she like?
Oh, Lyra was a beautiful stone. The best of us, for certain.
The art is so good, man.
She loved to paint, especially trees and flowers. And I'm sorry, it's difficult.
It's all right. I'm sure she was wonderful.
About your son.
Your son Bolo doesn't seem eager to welcome us.
Bolo has always been a bit of a wary stone. He means well, but I do apologize for his snapping tongue. I'm concerned he may be going through a bit of a rough patch. But he'll be fine. We're a very close family. We'll look out for each other.
Yeah, but what about this letter I found?
Valo, how do you know Captain Robin?
Ah, that is quite a long story. To be brief, he and I became quite close during the war. We haven't seen each other in years, but I still consider him to be a dear friend. I'll tell you more after supper.
Shall we begin dinner?
Speak with Mila whenever you're ready.
All right, let's see if we can find. Yeah.
Do you really think Liam will be all right?
Didn't Robin say Valo's the best healer south of Redwall? Besides, Liam's not giving up yet.
What do you think about the Scrimpaws?
Well, they seem friendly enough, except for that Bolo. Doesn't take his eye off us.
You don't trust him?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little nervous. Stoats are so big.
What do you think about the Scrimp?
Well, they...
You don't trust?
I don't.
Tessa, how are you doing? I feel like I've been so caught up with Liam's condition. I haven't checked in on you.
You don't need to be worrying about me. I'm fine. Maybe feeling a bit like I wasn't so prepared for a big adventure as I thought I was.
Tessa, you have been an incredible help. With everything. We couldn't have gotten this far without you.
Well, I still think you're the right person to be carrying along the Tangram.
It'll be safe with Valo.
What's on your mind, Sophia?
I can't believe just a few days ago we were back at camp with no idea what was in store for us. We faced a wear-it, flown with an owl, flooded a mole camp, and now we've met stoats.
Not to mention fought off more than our share of sea rats. I think I've seen more just today than my mum and pop saw in their whole lifetimes.
What do you think comes next?
I don't know, Sophia. But there's a little part of me that's excited.
What about the rats?
At least the Tangram will be safe now.
I still wish Robin would have told us what it's for.
Yeah, and why the rats want it so badly.
Well, we're at it. We better give the stoats a rundown of those rats. So they're prepared, just in case.
I certainly hope the rats won't come this far. But of course you're right. They deserve all the information we can spare.
That's everything? Yep.
I can't believe how much.
Aye, and thank Martin they're making us dinner. I've never been more hungry in all my life.
Sorry for skipping the dialogue. I'm getting to the point where I'm reading it faster in my head than they're saying it.
Hello, Miss Sophia. I must say, this small ship be much cozier than I did imagine 'em.
What do you think of the Scrimpaws? They seem rather friendly.
I do be liking that little Mila. She did give away a flower from her collection, she did.
Oh, how nice. What sort of flower?
Oh, I don't know. I was too shy to ask her. Was a pretty one, though. Said she'd be helping me put in my fur later. I do like flowers.
How you doing, man? Well, let's talk about the rats
Those
first.
rats better be a distant memory. If I see a single one more, I swear I'm gonna pull out my whiskers.
I sure don't want to be messing with no rats again either. I think I've had enough for one day. maybe a whole lifetime.
Ooh, specific stuff on
Think
Cheese Thief and Scum
Cheese Thief
Snout.
may be following us.
That big rat we be seeing at Camp Sylvie's hand? I don't know. Sea rats being quite superstitious creatures, or I do be wondering if they'd like a wrecked ship like this one.
That's smart thinking.
True enough. Still, it's safer we prepare for the worst. We'll warn Valor and his family about Cheese
My
Thief over dinner.
back of my arms get
Okie
cold.
dokie. I'll be taking your lead.
I'm just glad Scum Snout's gone for good. Finally.
I don't know how you be facing him alone the first time, Scum Snout be the biggest rat I've ever seen,
They say he isn't even a rat. Not fully. He's part weasel or something.
We're rat.
Oh,
Weasel
that'd
rat,
be
we're
all the more
rat.
frightening,
How are you doing, Glimmer?
How are you feeling, Glimber?
Oh, I'm okay. A bit better than I would have been thinking I'd be.
I'm so glad to hear that. You seem a bit less cheeky.
Oh, maybe it be just we finally somewhere cozy.
All right.
Okay, I'll be here, waiting for supper to enter my stomach.
Okay, that's everybody that we can talk to. We are going to go ahead and take a quick midstream break. We started a little bit late, so we're going to be playing a little bit late today. So we're going to take just a quick break here while I get a Coke because my arms are cold and a cup of tea. And I will be right back in a second. All right, we're back. G Creature, thanks for hanging out. Glad to have you here while you could. Let's enjoy.
Hiya! It's so fun to have mice in the house.
You don't have many Woodlander visitors, do you?
No? So you're special?
I was hoping we could chat about some things.
Of course! What would you like to talk about?
I got an oolong from the Jasmine Pearl Tea Company, by the way, in my Darth Vader mug. Pretty pleased with that. I would like to talk to you about your family.
I have to say, I've never been in the home of, Stoats before. I wasn't sure what to expect.
I really hope you can all feel at home here.
I like Mila. I like her a lot.
You and your father seem close.
We are. I'm going to be a healer as good as him someday, so he spends lots of time with me, teaching me everything he knows.
Have you ever met Captain Robin, Mila? Apparently he and Valo are old friends.
Captain Robin? Do you mean Uncle Jeb? He's the captain.
Who's Uncle Jeb?
He lives nearby, just past the slough. Sometimes we go to his house for lunch, or he comes to ours. He's the best.
Uncle Jeb.
Besides Papa, of course.
What's your brother Bolo like? He doesn't seem too excited to have us in your home.
Oh, don't mind him. Pa says he's going through a phase.
Oh, I remember my teenage years.
I don't see why he has to be so mean sometimes, though. But, really, he isn't so bad. He even saved my life from a hawk once.
Goodness, you must have been two lucky stoatlings.
I wouldn't call it luck. We are quite the talented sibling duo, you know. Remember, a few seasons ago, when Dryditch fever came back? Well, I snuck away from home to help Avon find the cure. But I got caught by a hawk. Bolo came to rescue me. Though, I'm sure I could have escaped on my own.
Avon?
Avon? The name sounds familiar.
Didn't you hear? Avon saved all Mossflower from the fever. But you know, I helped Avon get the cure to Redwall just in the nick of time.
Did you really?
I sure did.
That was such an awful spring. We were lucky in Lilygrove that the fever hadn't quite reached us yet before the cure was made. But so many critters weren't so lucky.
Aye. But you know, I helped Avon get the cure to Redwall just in the nick of time.
That's awesome. Talk about your mom.
I haven't heard much about your mother.
Yes.
Oh, she got some tears in her eyes.
She passed away.
I'm very sorry. I know how hard it is to lose a parent.
Yeah, it sucks.
You lose someone too?
My father. When I was quite young.
My dad a few years ago.
May I ask what happened to her?
Ma got real sick. Not even Papa knows why, or what was wrong.
He couldn't heal her? My scout captain said Valo is the best healer outside of Redwall.
He is. He was almost able to save Mama. He tried everything he knew, but there was something wrong with her heart. I wanted to look at it, see if I could figure out what was wrong, but he won't let me, so I just have to make do.
You wanted to look
That's right, she had the anatomy books.
If I can examine it, I may be able to discover what was wrong with it.
She wants to be a
What
surgeon.
made her so sick?
I suppose. Do you know if your papa ever sent for help from Redwall?
Papa said they wouldn't be able to help her there. He said his medicine was good enough, and it was. For a while. We thought she was getting better, see? But she wasn't.
I'm so sorry, Mila.
I just hope that I can learn enough from Amar's condition to help others who get sick too.
I admire how brave you are, Mila. I think you'll make a wonderful Redwall healer one day.
I think what would she like?
What was she like?
She was so spirited and vivacious. All
Good word.
four of us would go on these long walks through the forest each and every evening after supper. And while Papa gathered herbs, Ma would draw sketches of the trees.
That's really
She
good.
thought trees were the most beautiful things in the world. She'd go on about the life that flowed through the veins in the leaves and how they connected to the limbs, then the trunk, and all the way deep into the roots in the soil. as if the tree were a critter itself. I loved listening to her talk.
Well, she sounds like a wonderful stoat to have known.
She was. You can look at her paintings hanging around our home if you like.
That's everything. So what about healing?
So, you want to be a healer, huh?
I already am a healer. I'm just not the best one yet.
But once you are, you're going to go to Redwall?
Yup. Bolo says I shouldn't set my sights so high, being a stoat and all. But if I'm the best healer there is, they have to let me work there, right?
Of course.
Of course. Well, Redwall is dedicated to helping others. They'd be foolish not to allow the best healer in all Mossflower in.
You're right. I just have to figure out what happened to make Mama sick first.
Well, you ready for dinner? Let's eat.
Now, Sophia, about Liam. I'm sorry to say, but my remedy for him is only temporary.
I figured.
What do you mean?
Gotta get him to Redwall.
What he needs is calendula. I've seen the worst of antibiotics healed with it, but unfortunately the flower doesn't grow here. Sophia, you'll need to continue on to Redwall.
To Redwall? Can he make it?
Can I? Okay, cool. I would like... Okay. That's what I was wondering. I'm going to turn the music down. And the sound effects down. This is how I play games, by the way, is just get that dialogue louder than everything else.
That far?
If anyone can help Liam,
There we go.
it's the Redwall healers. That's why I'm going to work there too.
As if Redwall would allow a stoat to heal their ill. Ha!
They will if I'm the best. I'll...
Enough. In any case, the Redwall healers are the best. You'll make it so long as you hurry. And I know a shortcut to the Abbey. Once there, the healers will heal him up in no time, and you'll be welcomed there.
Woodlanders are always welcome at Redwall.
Yeah, and you're not a woodland.
Enough.
Well, I suppose it's off to Redwall then.
And here I thought our journey was over.
You're welcome to rest here as long as you need. Now, let's eat.
This is an incredible feast, Fallow. We appreciate you so much for inviting us into your home and for caring for Liam.
You're very welcome, young scout. Now tell me, how did your betrothed come to be bitten by such a foul beast?
Sea rats. They've come much further inland than we'd ever expected. And we don't know why. We had to get Liam to safety and for... well, the other reason I told you.
Of course.
What other reason?
Never mind, Bolo.
When Bolo simply won't help, he'll hand it off to the whelp.
What's that?
Say it again.
When Bolo simply won't help, he'll hand it off to the whelp.
Are we messing something?
Just a little game of Scrimpos play. Sending a riddle inside a riddle. At dinner, it's usually something like...
Loaf. Bread. When I don't help, Pa calls me a loaf. And I call you a whelp. Hand it off to the whelp. You want me to pass the bread.
You solved it!
Very clever.
Of course I figured it out, Pipsqueak. That was an easy one.
Do you all want to try?
That sounds fun.
Okay. Here's an easy one to start. With cheese, they come on an adventure. To trust the stoats with their treasure.
With cheese?
With cheese, they come on an adventure. To trust the stoats with their treasure.
That's us. Sure.
With cheese. Oh, you're talking about mice, us. We came to you on an adventure to trust our treasure. Liam, you're describing how we came to ask you to help Liam.
Ding ding, that's right.
Cool, cool. All right, got this.
I did think that might have been the answer.
Here's another one, and I'll even give you a hint. It's about me. Winter may brings no showers, but in spring comes a white flower.
You want to go to... this one?
White flower. Oh, you! Valid calls you his flower. So you're the white flower. Oh, were you born in spring?
Ding ding.
Nice.
You're really good at this. You missed the first part though.
Oh, dang it.
Pa used to call Mama his snow shower because she had white flecks in her fur, and they met in winter.
How would they have known that? Let me do one. You're such a hog, Mila.
Bolo.
Uh-oh.
Solve this. Not only do the bog toads croak, so do pipsqueaks with too much loaf.
Mila is eating too much bread.
Mila is eating too much bread?
He's making fun of me.
If you didn't talk with so much food in your mouth, I wouldn't have to.
Answer every riddle correctly, ah yeah.
I think Sophia and her friends have had enough games for the night. Wouldn't you say, Sophia?
Oh, I don't mind. Are you expecting anyone?
It's the rats. They must have followed your trail.
You all must go. Go! Hide now! Bolo, show him!
I won't leave you.
Now! Take your sister!
No.
What are you doing here, rat? And explain,
It's
if
cheese
you
thief.
would, why you bother destroying my property when a friendly knock would have sufficed.
I don't give a mouse's whisker about your property, sympathizer. We're looking for some mice, and we have reason to believe they're hiding with you.
What's who you call sympathizer, rat? What would I want with a set of pathetic mice? They came this way, of course, but I scared them off. Can't imagine why they didn't want to stay. Now, I'll kindly ask you lot to clear out as well.
But you seem such great hosts.
My family and I were simply having extra dinner after a long day's work hauling firewood. Not like you know much about hard work.
Alright, we need to get out of here.
Why do you have 6 place settings?
Jam
when
back
there's
here, though.
supposedly only 3 of you. The mice, they're inside. Find them. No one stops. No one sleeps. No one eats until those mice are found. Once you found them, burn the place down.
Burn the place down.
Where are
Brutal.
you hiding those mice?
I told you already. I scared them off into the slough.
Oh, really? And with your reputation? I know how you betrayed the Legion back in the war. I know the songs they
No.
sing of you. Valo the deserter. Valo the weak. Valo, friends to fuzzy-tailed mice.
Let's see. Lyra's stormy weather stew. Looks like that's it for here. This is just a little place to pick that up.
When there's supposedly only 3 of you. The mice, they're inside. Find them.
Do you want me to go over the... You want me to go around on the chandelier? I
No one
see.
sleeps. No one eats until those mice are found. Once you found them, burn the place down. Tell me, Stoat, where are you hiding those mice?
I told you already. I scared them off into the slough.
Oh, really? And with your reputation? I know how you betrayed the Legion back in the war. I know the songs they sing of you. Valo the deserter. Valo the weak. Valo, friends to fuzzy-tailed mice. To be honest, I never thought I'd get the honor of making your acquaintance, though I'm sure glad I did. Just so I can stop when your face is
Okay.
and don't worry, I won't forget about your mouse.
Yeah, we want to head across here to see at least what that is over there.
I haven't nibbled a crumb yet.
What do we have here? Peculiar riddle this time. Oop. What is the peculiar riddle? I found a jolly little thing today I did whilst combing the slough in seek of mousebane. The termites in the galley grow fatter every day. This time I'll smoke them out for good. Anyway, found the remedy in Pa's notes. Here's to hoping I can stop them bitty wrigglers before they eat my whole hole. Bugs besides, the thing I found was a riddlin' game. Same as we Scrimpaws play. Took a badger's breath, but by the fur, I think I might have solved it. I bet myself a nunny molar that it has something to do with those otter contraptions in the gully, but with a divot in each arm, I don't think I'll be making the trip. I do think they might enjoy such a game when they's older, of course. So I hid the riddle back in the muck, locked up tight, sealed with a code. That ought to give them a gaff sometime, eh? Best I jot it here so that I shan't forget. Wonder what the thing leads to. Well, somebody will find out. The four of us together. Meebo. All right.
What were you thinking? We can't split up, Glimber, especially in situations like this.
Oh, I be sorry,
Oh,
Miss
Glimmer.
Sophia. I was following Miss Tussie here.
Look, it's okay. What matters is you're all right. Where's Tusser?
I don't be knowing her. She be disappearing on me.
Okay, you escape and wait outside, all right? I'll find Tusser.
Oh, goodness, them vermins be coming this way.
Just hang tight, Glimber. I'll find a way to distract them.
Yep, we got this. But first we need that, we need that jam over here.
No, sir, they don't even need boats. Making no sense at all.
Cute! Nice.
Let's see here. That stew was still hot. Piping hot. Which means those mice were here, Mousy. Old Thornfist's got something for you.
Go, Glimmer, go!
Whoever you are.
Oh, nice. That's right, he can just dig out. Take a good scent, look around, make sure we're clear. Yep.
Oi, down here. That'll help. There's a rat in the next room. I think you can get him out of the way.
I could drop these barrels, like back in Silver Sands. But the others are sure to hear the crash.
Did you forget who you're talking to? I can outrun these half-wit vermin with both paws and a single sock.
All right.
Cheesy's rotten mood is putting my stomach on edge. Not to mention that Mousy is making us run all over the place. My legs hurt. My stomach's growling.
There weren't any barrels hanging from it that I saw. Laughs at his friend. That's the direction I came from.
You's a member of Mangeflank's crew, eh?
It's Tessa again.
These rats are thick as fleas and they're built rotten fur. Think you could lend another paw overwatch?
On it.
Not that it'd be much of a challenge. Just shut up and give me a ball with this here oar. It's right heavier than a loaded cannon.
Tusser's counting on me. I've got to find...
Yeah.
See how strong I am.
Doing it.
Oh, but
First, I gotta get this jam.
what's it you want? Ah, well, you see, I have this plan, right, to impress Daisy Mix, and I'll be needing a few rats to aim the cannon. Unless this job is
All right. So we got one here.
I ain't even want to hear it. What have you got to ping a barrel full of coloured flour? I'm sorry. Did I stutter?
And more down here, but he's the one that they're worried about.
You know well as I, Plagueface would easily lick your helmsman Mangeflank in
Let's see.
any day. Ah, you'd like to think that you would, but Mangeflank was arm wrestled educated, and came out singing a victory chant. Ha! Were the badger a wee dibbon with a paper hat and a
Oh.
crew, I
Oops.
still wouldn't believe that noodle came out on top.
All right. Oh, it's literally right there.
I'm gonna find you, little mouse. Where have you gone?
Very kind of them to have it like right there. In the reload, just glaringly obvious spot.
Thank Martin he's all right. But those rats will break in any minute if I don't stop them.
All right. Got him. All right, Liam, we got to get out of here. Is that Daisy Mace?
On this side too? How did they even follow us here?
Up there! A mousey in the rafters! Someone come and hit me! I found him!
Nope, that's not good. Got it. Got to hit the bell first.
On this side too?
See if we can get across first. Nice. Got another one there, but he doesn't seem to be important. He just jumps out of bed. He's fine now.
What do you mean they're not here? They can't be far. Oh, that scout's gonna pay! I swear it!
Ooh, collect all documents, all jam, all scents. That was awesome.
Which way is Redwall?
I can barely see where we are.
Redwall, being that way, Miss Sophie.
Right through the slough.
Portman Slough was a mysterious bog, rumoured to have ensnared many wandering critters, woodlander and vermin alike in its time, none of whom were ever heard from again.
Careful, Sophia.
We's all gonna be drowning in this bogger.
Martin's whiskers. The stones.
Jeez.
Sophia, wait! You can't just go dashing into a fire.
I did be seeing these stouty babes lit out his ship before yous did rescue me, Miss Sophie. I reckon they be out here somewhere with us.
So what about the Tankrum? I left it with Vallow.
I took it from his room as soon as the rat showed.
Good, good, good.
Tessa, you're wonderful.
It was strange. I felt rather like something was calling me to fetch it.
I'm sure it was just your brilliant mind doing its good work, as usual. Now, how in Martin's name are we going to get through this?
How you feeling, man?
So, I think that serum is giving me nightmares. Do you mind pinching me?
It's not a nightmare this time, Liam.
Yeah.
them vermin be all round us.
Oh, look at him peeking out the bottom of the frame. He's so cute. Glimmer's my favorite.
Which direction is which? Don't let
Him and
anyone
Captain
out of
Snow.
your sight, Tusser.
All right.
Spread out, make a perimeter, and get looking. I know
We got a lot of question marks here.
mice are found. You lot go east, and you lot west. I want those mice found and brought back alive. You hear? Don't you worry.
What is this one? Looks like a cat? What is this? Methane. Oh, it sinks. Got it.
Find those mice, or I'll have your hide. Oh, yeah, found it. Oh, you know this. Don't worry, boys. It's just a tree. Find those mice. Quit stalling. Spread out more.
Interesting. And cat, right? Yeah. Why are we smelling cat? Not cat. Stoat,
Mila.
the mom.
Olo, I know too well how you must feel. First your mother and your home now too. Just like Lily Grove. No. No. Crying can wait. Sophia, you are on a mission.
Hey, at least they left you some jam that I'm gonna steal. Alright. Oh, it's so dark I can't see!
Just kidding.
Alright, there's the methane over there. Okay. So I think they want us to jump up here, right? No. So I'm going to jump on here and jump back. There it is. Got it. You guys following? Yeah. So much methane here.
I heard that old ship burned down and sank into the swamp.
Sank into the swamp? How can it have just burned down and sank into the swamp if we
Oh,
just
interesting. I
came
wonder
from
what
it?
the purpose of these
Well, they
footprints
built
are.
another ship, see? Right when
Saying, telling us that we should be going this
You're
way,
saying they built two ships in the same place?
which also makes
How's it
me
that ship ain't sunk
feel like I want to do this.
Well, that ship just sitting on top, see? Being held up by the remains of the ice.
And what do we have here? Jam? And now, okay, I was like, how do I get back? But I see I gotta jump down and go back around.
Snakes? Ain't never heard of no water snake.
It's true.
A snake? Is that what a snake smells like? It was as thick as a tree. I need to warn the others. Or certainly they have enough to worry them. I'll just keep everyone safe. I can do this.
I think you should warn them. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. No? Okay, that's fine. Although, we are going to do this real quick. Nope. I got the jam. That's the important part. Yeah, count it. This... No, although, that's dirt. Can you guys... Hey, come on. Can you crawl through here or something? Glimber?
Stick close, Glim.
So no. Let's be there for a later thing of some sort. About getting up. No? Okay.
Badger waffles! Not again!
Liam can't make the jump. He can hardly stand upright. You'll have to find a way to shrink the gap for us.
Right. I'll figure something out. Keep everyone together, Tusser.
Man, the music is wonderfully tense. So again, telling us that's the way we should be going. That's the primary path. So if we want to explore secondary paths, that's what's this way. I appreciate that.
Aha! There you are. G-Street will reward me for this. Wait. No. Who's the ground sinking?
Oh no!
I can't swim!
I'm sick of hearing you squealing like village demons. Find me those mice, or I'll make sure the adder finds you. You hear?
Daisy mice! We caught scent of a serpent up ahead.
And call me captain. Better get used to it early.
They can't have gotten far.
Fine. Then let's continue the search up this way. Let's move it, rats.
Man. Okay, so there's a stoat over there. I am curious about this, though. I'm going to stick to the right. I'm going to see where this takes me.
That looks like one of Gingervere's memoir boxes.
Nice. Is there a way to activate these? Oh, come on. I can clearly jump over. Boo. I guess I'll try and solve your puzzle. Huh. Is there anything? So it's going to go here, here, and here. Or, okay, I see what's happening here. I'm going to do this. Then this. Boom. So it was done by the shape of the buttons and then the symbol on the buttons. So pushing this one would put down all circles, and pushing either of these would put down all blues, and I had to find a way to get all of them pushed down. Oh, okay, we got another puzzle here. I see. So we got reds, greens, triangles, circles. So all circles and all greens. I think this one triangles and reds. So I want either all circles or all triangles or all reds to be able to be triggered at once here. Was that a snake voice? I hate that. Okay, let's go with... If I do triangles and then circles, that should do it, I think. Yeah, nice. Come on. All right, now to get back. All right, nice. Oh, one of them's over there. One of the stoats. Glimmer, you're a legend. Oh, it's Valo.
I don't like this, sir. I really don't like this, sir.
Mila! You're here!
Oh, it's Mila.
You have to help me get back to the house.
What? No, Mila, we have to get out of here. Come with us.
No, I have to go back for Papa and Bolo.
Are they still inside the ship?
I saw Bolo escape the house with me, but then he disappeared.
Bolo's with the bad guys.
Sophia, we can't stay here. The rats are hot on our tails.
It's too risky, Mila. We'll find Bolo and your father, but we need to get ourselves to safety first. You know this slough. Come with us.
I can't leave my family. We have to go back for them.
If Mila were harmed or captured, Sophia would never forgive herself. Not after all Valo had done for her and her friends. But the stoatling was both determined and desperate. Sophia
We got this.
would need to find a way to convince Mila that things would work out best by fleeing into the slough with them.
I'm going back with or without you. I have to help Papa and Bolo.
You said it yourself. Bolo escaped with you. And Valo probably has too. They may be out there waiting for us.
But what if you're wrong? What if they're still back there? How can I know they'll be okay? If I don't go help, I've lost everything. I can't lose them too.
You want to look for your family in the Wraith, but surely they aren't there. If we push forward, we're certain to meet up with them.
Don't say certain.
Sure, you don't get it. Our family is all we have.
You're right. I don't get it. I have all the scouts and our whole village that have my back. But all that's taught me is that it's important to put your trust in others. So trust us.
My father did say he trusts you. What can I possibly do with you that I can't do by going back myself?
Leadership.
I've led my friends thus far on our journey, and I can lead them forward now too. If you come with us, we can get out of here and rescue Valo and Bolo too.
I suppose you are scouts.
Mila, I know you want to go back for your family, but doing so is reckless. I promise you I will do everything I can to repay my debt to your father, and right now, that is keeping you safe. Please come with us.
If I do, you'll help me find Papa and Bolo as soon as we can, right?
Yes, I swear it.
Okay. I'll follow you, Sophia.
Yeah, without losing any hearts. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, here we go. Again, apologies that I keep checking my phone, just making sure my kids are all right. We're going to get footprints that way. Yep. All right. So let's take a little detour here real quick. Ooh, where does this lead? This is going to be some jam again. My guess. I don't see jam up here. I see a treasure chest up here, though. Nice. M-I-B-O.
It's unlocked.
Peculiar Riddle 2. Where the otters once resided, use this clue I have provided. You're looking for guidance, well, I won't say, but a badger-faced hare will know the way. A badger-faced hare. So we got another stoat. Seems like coming from that direction. It's so dark. Oh, that's not a wall I can run up. Thought that was a little scurry wall there. I hope that it's not too dark for you guys, that you can still see somewhat. I will say that sometimes it gets so dark that I can't see. Don't like this. Tell them about the snake. They're right behind me? No, not yet. Oh, we do have this, though.
The fog here is way too thick. I'm not sure what I was expecting.
I guess that counts for something. We got an achievement for that. Toad art. Man, so many of these. Where is it? There it is. 1301. Alright, still should be going this way. Again, these little footprints are really nice. Again, it kind of lends to what I was saying before about how it is linear in the way that there is a path they want you to follow, but they provide ways and possibilities to make it easy to get off track and still have fun doing it, where it doesn't feel as railroaded. That's a snake. We got a snake scent coming. I don't like this. I don't like it, chat.
The raft is the only way forward.
Oh, burn. I don't like water.
Oh, you want to stay here with the snake, do you?
Come on, everyone.
Oh, we did tell him about the snake. Okay, good. Wait. Oh, I was like, where's Liam? What?
Who said that? Did you all hear that?
Hear what? What are you talking about?
Okay, to the left.
Someone said my name.
Do you have any idea where we're going?
I'm trying.
Wild.
Where are you going? The rats will smell us if we go that way.
I know, but he's telling us to.
What are you talking about?
Always trust the mysterious ghost. Hey, Christian Ninja! Welcome! Hey, everybody, welcome. Super glad to have you here. Man, Quiz King, Samus, Ukulele for Worship. Hello and welcome, everybody. Thrilled to have you guys here. Do you guys see a ghost anywhere in the distance? I want to say he was left. Yeah, playing Redwall. I got to know the developers a while back. I believe he was to the left. Okay, cool. Yeah. But, yeah, no worries, no worries. Lurk away, lurk away. Glad to have you here. Hey, if you all don't know me, by the way, I'm Steve. I'm the founder of Save Point Ministries. We're an organization that wants to tell you about Jesus, how wonderful he is, and see you around, Christian Ninja. Oh, no, see you around. Yeah, I got you. You're saying bye to somebody else. But, oh, you got a jet there. All right. Yeah, head out, man. Glad to have you. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. But yeah, Steve Valdez, we want to let you know how wonderful you are and how much Jesus loves you, but also we want to find a community of people, real-world people in a church that's also going to tell you about that, about who Jesus is. And so we want to let you know that there is a nerd-friendly church out there that would love to have you. Okay, he's to the left. I saw him. I saw him again. And so here's what I'll do. This is going to be the easier way to do this, chat. So, at least it will be if I have my mouse with me. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, that's right. Oh, I forgot I have to do it this way. I hate it. It's okay. We're going to do that. And we're going to do... Oh, I spelled my own organization wrong. And we'll just put those one right after the other there. So that way I can jump right back into the game. You guys can see a magic item that somebody else was talking to me about earlier there. Hey, we want to help you find a church. If you are interested in finding a nerd-friendly church, you can click that second link there because we know there are churches out there that want to talk to you about Jesus, but also want to talk to you about what your D&D character is like or what game you've been playing. Mountain 101, thank you for the follow. Much, much appreciated. To the left. That's where we want to go. You guys ever play Redwall, or did you read Redwall back in the day? I have the pleasure of knowing the devs of this game, and they were nice enough to let me to drop me a code, and it's been a joy to play. It really has been cool. Let's see what happens when we follow this ghost. Are we hallucinating from all the methane? What were you guys doing over there, by the way? What were you guys playing? What were you guys talking about over on Ninja's channel? Do you see him? Oh, I don't see him. Dang it. Yeah, know a lot of dangerous chemicals thanks to your job. Dang, I'm going to go right, I think.
It's close. Can you smell it? Oh, we have to go back. Sophia, are you crazy?
Just trust me.
Okay, I think that's the way. I think we're following the methane. What do you do, Mountain? Oh, firefighter. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense that you would have to know. Talk about the struggles of a woman content creator and played Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West. Sarah Sleepy. Oh, interesting. Man, obviously I'm not a woman, but I imagine... Oh, biggest and busiest part in America. Oh, I'm not... to the left, I think we're following the methane, I think is what it is. Yep. New York. Yeah, I figured. But you can see the snake's tail on the left. I hate it, chat.
It's the adder.
What?
It's the snake. Look.
No, You really don't hear that?
Oh, we hear it, all right. I feel like a maniac. We have to go back.
Oh, look, everyone. It's just a snake skin.
Oh, it's just the skin.
Sneak, Sophia.
Miss Sophie, how you been knowing it was safe?
7 million. That's incredible. That's incredible, Mountain.
I say, there might not be a snake, young mouselings, but it belonged to one. And I don't recommend waiting for him to come find you.
Now, who is this? But yeah, I'm not a female content creator, but I'm certain that the struggles are through the roof. Just, especially with all this crazy stuff going on with Gamergate 2 and whatnot.
What are you...
Oh.
That fire. Never mind. All of you, come with me. We'd best make haste to safety. There's dangerous folk afoot tonight.
Love the job, even though it's cost me some things. Yeah, I can imagine.
Certainly not.
It's brave of you. It really is brave of you.
Now emerging from the fog.
But if it wasn't you...
Soph, you don't think it was...
Come, good beasts. Follow me.
If y'all don't know, by the way, we have a podcast here called The Nerdy Gritty, and we're going to be talking about Gamergate 2 and the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff this next week.
And he was perhaps the most refined mouse Sophia had ever met, despite living in a swamp.
Unofficial family business. I've heard that you know, when you are in that kind of service type industry, police officers, firefighters, things like that, that it'll stay in the family like that. That's cool.
And I must say, it's rather cheery to have visitors. Mila, perhaps you can help me prepare.
Yeah, but what about the rest of the family?
What have you got there, you rapscallion?
I need it for studying.
My dear, please do not tell me you've gone and stolen another heart.
It's
6 generations back. That's crazy.
forever to get.
Very, very cool.
Mila, I won't take it from you, but you cannot keep it inside the house. Put it outside, under the porch.
Do she really be having a...
Probably best not to ask.
Now, on to Redwall.
Poor Liam's just passed out on the table. We're trying to save her fiance Liam, by the way. He's the one passed out on the left. He's been poisoned.
Through Grating Gully. On the other side, there's a secret route that will surely cut your travel time drastically.
A shortcut?
The old Otter's Den. It's a tunnel that cuts under the mountain. The only problem is that it requires a special key to open.
A special key? Tassa, you don't think he means that, you know...
Ooh.
Just mate. Anyhow, it's worth a shot.
Well then.
We're also carrying a secret key. Kids might be the 7th generation. That'd be very cool. Although I will say, encourage them, love them, don't force them. I was also planned to join the family business, but I felt called by God to go a different direction, and it was a contention with our family for a while until my dad finally saw like the fruits of my labor and the things that I was doing in ministry and changed his mind. But yeah.
From our home.
I'm so sorry, Mila.
When we escaped, Bolo told me to flee into the bog. But I don't know what happened to him after I started running. And what about Papa? I should have gone back for them.
Your father and Bolo are both strong, capable stoats. I'm sure they're together right now, heading our way.
Don't give false hope.
You think so?
I do. Now, close your eyes.
Mountain, you would know.
Be grumpy when you see them again.
Like, is it okay to tell people like that are, you know, in a disaster because their house was set on fire here? Is it a good idea to tell people, hey, I'm sure your family is fine. I'm certain they're going to come and see us again. I'm sure your family's going to be okay.
Is everything
We found Valo. That's good.
Friends last night. I'm afraid I must ask you to keep me.
Don't make a promise you can't keep. That's what I thought too. Yeah. That's what I figured, man.
Wretched cheese thief and his rats. I'm gonna follow them north and bring Bolo back.
We'll come with you, Valo. We'll help rescue Bolo from Cheese Thief.
Can't ask you to do that, Scouts.
Default subtitle. Oh, guys. I'll have to jump in there and let them know.
Begin to repay you. Besides, we're heading north anyway. To the Otter's Den.
Yeah, and I can help.
No, Mila. You're staying here with Jeb.
But I'm strong and capable too, just like you are.
Mila.
If you don't let me help my brother, I'll just sneak out and do it myself. You know I've done it before. Don't leave me behind, Papa.
All right. We'll all go.
Yeah.
Good.
First instinct is to just make people feel better. Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, we can take the raft across the slough to Grating Gully. For now, take a moment to rest and convene with your friends.
I better check up on everyone.
This is something interesting about this game that I'm still don't know if I'm the biggest fan of, and that's there'll just be times it's a pacing thing for me, where there'll be times where they just say, "Okay, stop," and now it's time.
All this jam makes me crave a good homemade pie.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. What's this? A hat? Oh, don't mind if I do.
Do I get to wear it? It doesn't look like it. But every once in a while, they'll just like stop the pacing of the game, and they'll say, "Okay, time to talk to everybody." And for those of you viewers who are new to the stream, who haven't seen this before, the conversations can take 10, 15 minutes of just talking to people. So, like, they'll be... Yeah. So anyway, it's just crazy just how much there is in the conversations.
Pickerel's brother. At least they seem
They're
to be the same
optional, but
age and they're both
I want to
star
hear the lore.
I didn't even know.
I want to
Pickerel
know what's
had a
going
brother.
on.
What with him always cooped up in his study down in the catacombs.
Odd mice. I kind of like it. Maybe I'll move to a bog.
Tall man, just to let you know that you're called Tall Man.
Thank Martin the Stoats made it out of the Winsome Wraith before it
How tall are you,
went
Mountain?
down. Although, goodness, I feel so guilty. It's us the rats wanted, and now the Scrimpaws are the ones suffering.
6'8"?
for
Oh
it.
yeah, that's pretty tall. I've heard that's tall. I am not short, and you're almost a foot taller than I am. I'm 5'11", so.
The poor little Mila. She was crying last night, you know.
I thought I heard you talking to her. I'm just glad Valo's arrived. She isn't entirely alone.
Although I am a bit uncomfortable by that hut
Yeah.
she's lugging around.
Yes, she's certainly unique, but a sweetheart as well. I like her.
Ex-wife is 4'11". I have friends who they're married. She is 5'7", and he is 7'4". He has, giant syndrome. He's just huge, just tall man. And some of their pictures are just hilarious. Is that pretty recent? I'm sorry to hear that, man. Let's go Bolo.
Do you think we'll be able to get Bolo back?
I don't know. But we got Liam back when Cheese Thief captured him. Surely a stoat with wicked claws of his own won't be any more difficult.
That's a good point. I wonder if he'll be able to escape himself, actually.
Possibly, if you had the right opportunity. Either way, I'm sure he'll be all right.
I must say, it leaves my mind that Valor will be traveling with us. He'll be able to help if Liam needs it.
Liam is looking quite better this morning. I think Valo's serum, or what you call it, really helped.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's really rough, Mountain. That can genuinely be heartbreaking. I'm sorry.
I know she's a headstrong one, that Mila. But she's smart as a whip, isn't she? Yes, I've known her since she was a dibbon. Apologies, I'm rambling. Did you have a question?
Captain Jeb, did I hear it said your name is Starthistle?
Oh, hey.
Recognize the name, did you? Yes, well, we were one of the founding
I have your amulet.
families of Lilygrove, Huss Starthistles. Did you ever meet my brother, Pickerel?
You mean to say old Pickerel is your brother? I
Well,
do
and a
know
lot of
him.
times,
He lives in the
Mountain,
Lilygrove catacombs.
when we're trying to find logic in illogical things, that doesn't
so.
really happen. You know, like sometimes we just have to stop and say that, you know, we're sinful people, we're fallen people, and therefore our passions, our, you know, sinful nature, our flesh, as Scripture says, will just kind of take over and bring us to do things that are unwise or hurtful to others or whatever else, and trying to find logic in when people do things that are difficult and hurtful and whatnot sometimes isn't there. Hard liver home, only get 2 days off a week. Yeah, that can be rough. That can be very, very rough.
I have two sisters, sir, so I know a bit of what you mean. They drive me absolutely bonkers sometimes.
Don't they just? To be honest, I haven't spoken to the chap in a while. Oh, well.
But we always have to remember, you know, grace. It's hard and it's difficult in times like this, but oof. I mean, promotions are good, but again, in fact, man, my dad and mom had a similar situation. My dad was promoted, but when he was promoted, it meant that he was going to be transferred to another state. And at this time, I was in middle school. My brother was in high school. My mom had been working at a job for like 15 years. And it was like we were established where we were. We were happy and living well. And so we as a family were like, we don't want to move. And my dad's like, okay, cool. I'm going to move there and I'll come visit on weekends. And so he literally lived in San Diego and flew home every weekend. And then over the summers, we would fly up to San Diego. And that's what happened until my dad had an affair. And then that was a really big kind of fall apart in my family. But by the grace of God and by the grace of my mom, she forgave him and they ended up getting back together. But my dad quit that job, started his own business. And they, you know, through reconciliation and time and healing, they ended up with an incredibly happy marriage after that until he passed, you know, a few years ago from cancer. But until the day he died, they were very happy together. So work up to 15-hour days. Yeah, that's really rough, man. And then you often stay at the firehouse. Is that right?
But why ever not? Surely a disagreement isn't worth losing your brother over.
With respect,
Full 24-hour day.
Don't know him. He's... but this isn't the time or place.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry to put my nose where it doesn't belong.
Not at all, not at all. No hard feelings.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the amulet because I have it.
Anyway, I couldn't help but notice that crystal you have there.
Oh, that's right. I found it in Pondidaria, locked in a box hidden behind a string of riddles.
I know. In fact, I wrote those riddles myself. That crystal is an old family treasure, passed down from my great-great-grandmother. She was a skilled healer and once treated an entire clan of bats for wing rot. Nasty infection, that. As thanks, the clan leader gifted her that very crystal.
Not a lot of
He
sleep.
said it
I'm
would
not
bring
surprised.
her acuity beyond that of the average beast, even allowing her to spy scrolls buried deep in rubble.
Sounds like a really difficult job, Mountain. It genuinely does.
That's quite a useful tool to lock away in all those old ruins.
I wasn't using it, and I knew there was bound to be some budding young adventurer out there that would give it a good run. Looks like I was right.
All right.
Getting
Again,
on.
each of these characters could give 5 more minutes of conversation. We just, again, it just takes so long.
Long rest and cheerful morning to make everything seem a little better. So,
Oh, wow, he looks like he's feeling a lot better.
How are you feeling, Liam? Is your shoulder any better?
It is. Fallow's mixture worked wonders. I'm feeling better than ever.
Good, good. Well, are you sure?
You can't fool me that easily, Liam Rivermouse. You still got a fever.
Yes. Well, nobody's perfect, so...
Po Buddy's nerfect.
Really? Please, just tell me how you feel.
Well, to be honest, it is better, Soph. Whatever Fallow fed me certainly helped. But I can't help but feeling a bit woozy.
No, we need to hurry along.
I'm glad we rested. But we'd better make haste today. It's at least a full day's walk to Redwall, and we've got to find Bolo first.
I have perfect confidence we'll get there safely, Sophia. I've got the best scout in the Corps as my escort, after all.
Yeah, Tessa. Oh, no, it's the fever talking.
Oh, Liam, you're still feverish.
What's that got to do with it?
Come on.
300,000.
Head off soon.
Jeez, that is insane, my friend. All right, again.
Hurry on.
Man, again, we could talk to these people for so long.
Hello. I sure be glad it be daylight. Trees don't be casting mighty shadows like they did last night.
1.5 million medical calls. Man, how big is your department? What is the rumble?
Gilbert, did you say you felt rumbling in the ground?
I did, It'd be normal for beasts like moles and shrews and the sort to be moving underground, but this rumbling, it be feeling mighty strong.
Should we be concerned?
Oh, I don't know. I'll keep my feet a listening.
Oh, poor Glimber. It seems like we're getting farther and farther from your home. You don't have to come with us.
250 stations. Jeez.
I've come too far now.
Crazy.
Besides, I don't want to be traveling back all by myself.
And what about your mother? She must be worried sick about you.
Oh, Mum's safe at home with my auntie, she is. Home be underground, so I don't think any of them rats be going that way.
That's good. She'll be proud of you for how brave you've been. I'm sure of that much.
Oh,
For sure.
I sure do hope so.
You've been a legend, my friend.
Time to keep on moving.
All right. We've talked to most everybody. We haven't talked to Mila yet.
I hope we're becoming friends. What should we chat about?
So...
Yeah, here we go.
The heart, huh? It's really not strange. What's strange is healers never learning about the
8
inside
stations
of our
house
bodies.
8 rescue squads.
Believe no one's ever done it. At least
What's the difference between a rescue squad and a regular firehouse or something?
study anatomy at Redwall either, but it's fascinating. It really is. Trying to understand the critter body is like trying to solve the best puzzle in the world. Plus, I truly think it's the best way to learn how to cure illnesses.
And she ain't wrong. She ain't wrong.
And I have no doubt you'll solve it. What with that sharp mind of yours? It really is impressive that you're pioneering this study.
Pioneering? What a wonderful word! I'm a pioneer!
What about your brother?
I do hope Bolo's all right, wherever he is.
Me too. But Bolo is strong and clever. If we don't reach him first, I'm sure he'll be able to wile his way out of the rat's grasp.
What's it like having a brother, Mila? I've only got sisters, but they drive me crazy sometimes.
My brother is all silliness. When he's not being a big jerk, he'll bring me flowers he finds outside. Oh, once I got caught in the toad's nets while I was gathering herbs in the slough. And do you know what Bolo did? He cut the nets open and snarled so fierce, all the toads hopped away in fright. That's what big brothers are for, you know? Fighting off toads. He's always talking about wanting more adventures. Maybe he'll be happy with the rats. You know, he likes to fight the bad guys.
That's if he's not one of the bad guys. I don't know, man. I'm not convinced that he didn't choose to go with them.
I'm certainly glad Valo's here.
I knew he'd show up. No rat could ever be my papa.
Rescue squads tend to get the victims and provide basic medical care and use tools to pull them out of vehicles, machinery trapped in water, or at heights. Oh, interesting. So, I mean, rescue. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
He's a good papa then.
Oh, there's no one in the world better than my papa. He's the best stoat there is. The best critter. Even counting Redwall's healers. Sometimes I think it's hard for him, being just papa without our mama. But he never complains, not once. I used to want to be just like him when I grew up. I mean, I still do. But I think I'll be a better healer than him.
Yeah, certain squads have a specialty. That makes sense.
Besides that, though, just like him.
Let's see what else do we have here. Let's ask about Redwall for her.
I'm looking forward to getting to Redwall. I've never seen it before, but I hear
She
it's
has
a
aspirations for
magnificent place
Redwall.
to behold.
Everyone knows that Redwall is where the very best healers in the world live. They live by the same code as we do and help anyone who needs it. Isn't it amazing?
Oh, I just noticed the time.
I just hope they'll let me join. The pa says they will, but... well...
They will.
Of course they will. They'd be lucky to have
Yeah,
you.
dude.
Oh, do you really think so? Thank you for saying that. I'm gonna make Bolo come with me. He says Redwall won't accept us. But I'm gonna prove him wrong.
All right.
Let's get ready to sail off.
Let's go ahead and just move to the next thing.
Of course, Valo. It's the
I gotta hurry. I just realized I gotta pick up my kids somewhere at 2 o'clock. I'm gonna be late. Oh, geez, there's so much. Okay, hang on. Let's just make sure. Nope.
I'm sure Bolo is.
Yep. Okay. Let's go.
Are you ready to head off?
Yep. Let's go.
Let's get moving.
All right. Everyone into the...
Well, we're moving on to the next section here.
Pleasure to meet you all. Sophia, Liam.
Thank you, Jeb. I honestly don't know what we would have done without.
Well, you would have sunk in the bog, I do believe.
Stay safe, friend.
Ha! No rat would dare mess with me.
Bye, Uncle Jeb.
Okay.
Don't worry. He had his
Dang it.
fill of
I don't like
rats
talking
last
over the
night.
dialogue, so
We won't have to worry about him again for a while.
I'm going to do it anyway. So, hey, I just want to let you guys know that thank you for being here. Thanks for the raid. We appreciate you having here today. One more time, Steve with Save Point Ministries. I've got the fancy glowy thing right here.
There's only one mouse.
Our whole goal is just to let you know how incredible and loved you are by Jesus, but also that the way you can learn more about that is being in a real world physical church community. And I know that can be scary sometimes. I know it can be nervous walking into a place. And so we really believe that nerd culture is something that is wonderful and beautiful in the way that it brings communities together, that it naturally bridges gaps. And so, you know, it's tough to meet somebody the first time. What do I talk about? But when you know that person likes Magic the Gathering and you also like Magic the Gathering, you can walk in and immediately start having that conversation. Or when you know that somebody plays Redwall and you're also playing Redwall, you can immediately start having that conversation. And we want to foster that exact kind of environment. And so we help find nerd-friendly churches for people to plug into. So if that's you, you can click that link that we had before in the chat that says find a church, and that will be a little form that you fill out. And with that form, we can help start a search for you to be able to, are we good? We're good. Finally. Yes. Help find a church for you to plug into. Or the easier way and the fun way to do it is you can also, come on. No, I believe in myself. Jump into our Discord. And there's a channel in our Discord server that's called Find a Church. And you just type in your city and state, and then we delete that so people can't just look you up or whatever. City and state, we see that, delete it, and then we go from there, just chatting with you and just trying to figure out, hey, how can we find you a nerd-friendly church? But that also means you get to join our Discord, in which there's daily conversations and just chats and little sections that chat about fun, nerdy stuff. So, all that being said, hey, it's been wonderful to be here. It's been so much fun having the raid, getting to chat with you guys. Nice to meet you all. Thank you for Redeemed J. There it is, Redeemed J. I got it. Thank you, Redeemed J, for the follow. Thank you, Mountain11, for the follow. We appreciate you guys so much. We love that each and every one of you were here today, but always remember there's a church out there that would love it if you were there. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.